So, can you hold it out here and still get a half-decent picture? I don't know. That's at full arm's reach. We'll see what happens. Right, well that probably looks a little bit better. So, overall, what are my views on the Flip minoHD? Now, one caveat. I haven't yet tested it to see what it's like coming through the big TV. Tried setting that up last night, and there's some output difficulties, so you can't just slot it straight into your big widescreen HD sort of thingy-doobry telly. So you have to adjust some settings on the telly. And this was about 2 in the morning, and to be honest, I couldn't be bothered. So I didn't test it. But having looked at the movies that the camera creates on my laptop, and I can attest it's pretty good quality. You know, it's we're not up there yet ready to film some Spielberg stuff, but it's not bad. Now, you would have seen, if you'd have watched the approximately half-hour sort of grabs and snippets of things that I've pulled together, some of it's brilliance and some of its limitations. It is brilliant as a little handheld camera. It's not good if you want to do running commentaries like I do, so holding the camera up to your face and talking and then showing a scene and everything, because it's just so close. The wide angle on it isn't as a very wide angle, so therefore it doesn't allow you to hold the camera like that and take a photo of yourself. It's quite tricky. The sound quality isn't bad. I'll keep using it in my car as for car cam, because unless I'm barreling down the freeway at 110 k's or 100 kilometres an hour, I should say, that's the speed limit, 100 kilometres an hour, then the road noise at normal 60 isn't anything to worry about at all. So that's pretty good. It would be nice to have a built-in, microphone sort of slot, but I keep reminding myself that, hang on a second, this is a under $300 camera. To get a camcorder that has that capability, I'm looking at about $500. So, just settle down, Hopkins, is what I'm saying to myself. And the form factor of one of those $500 cameras is a lot different to the form factor of an under $300 camera. Now, on our $500 camera, you are going to have, image stabilizers and all that sort of thing, which you don't have on this camera. You would have seen that as I sort of wended my way through the Adelaide Hills. You would have seen the bumps and everything. It's not a $500 camcorder, but then again, it doesn't have the form factor. It is so light. It is lighter than my iPhone. A number of people that I've shown it to have been stunned by how light it is and how small it is. The picture quality is brilliant. The zoom is tiny and nothing to really write home about, but then again, it's an under $300 slip it in your pocket, you never even know it's there camera. Does the slip it in your pocket, never even know it's there, create a bit of a problem? Well, it can do. The other night I was giving a guest lecture presentation to some marketing students. Got home, next morning I was looking around thinking, oh my goodness, I've left my camera there because I could not find it. And it was in fact under a couple of bits of paper. It's that small and that light that it just sort of slips places. So unless you're keeping a conscious track of it, like you do your mobile phone sometimes, although I'm just as guilty of sometimes losing my mobile phone and having to ring it and find out whereabouts in the house it is. The chances are reasonable that you might actually sort of have a little mild panic attack and going, oh my goodness, where's my phone? And my camera. And unlike your phone, you can't ring it and sort of listen to it and go, there it is. Having said that, I just love it. It is so simple. It's not like a Windows thing, where you power it on and it takes forever to get there. You power it on, it's there, bang, straight away. It is just wonderful. It's so light. The form factor, the in-house movie editing isn't anything to rave about either, but hey, it's kind of like you get what you pay for. And this is a brilliant brilliant tool for going out there and doing quick vidcasts of stuff. I can see this being used by corporations to put together rough and ready sort of videos of staff out there in the field somewhere doing stuff. I think for that it's absolutely brilliant. It's not intimidating because it's so small. It's not intimidating. All in all, do I think it's worth the investment? Absolutely. It's the sort of camcorder you can give your kids and not worry that they're going to break it, because it's under $300. The chances of them breaking are pretty slim because it's fairly robust. I mean, it's a plastic case, but it's fairly robust. It's kind of like, well, even if they do break it, $300 for some families, and certainly not for ours, but for some families is just, a day's petty cash. 300 for some will be, okay, you've broken it, we're going to have to go without a camcorder for, 6 months or a year maybe, I don't know. Depends on the income of the family. But it's not a family tearer apart if the camcorder breaks. And I don't think this one will. I think it's because there's so few moving parts in it, it's unlikely to break. I mean, I had a little issue where because I didn't read the instructions, I mean, who does? You're supposed to power off the camera first before you connect it to the TV, and the TV's got to be powered off too. And then you put the cables in, then you power them both back up. I didn't, but I had them both working, and I both plugged them in, and Flip Mino locked up and wouldn't switch off. Read the instructions on the support site, and it says just to sort of get a little pin and reset it. I was thinking, well, if I reset it, does that mean I've lost everything, all the movies and everything that I've stored? No. Keeps the same date, time, and everything that you stored before. It's just that fixes the power up and power down problem. Fantastic. So I haven't lost anything at all. Really, really pleased with that. Would I recommend anyone buy this? Absolutely. It's just what the Americans would call a no-brainer. You cannot lose with a camera like this. And the quality, brilliant. So, thank you very much, Cisco. Thank you, Tex100, for organising it for me. And this is a 2 thumbs up.